but that looks good. Good enough. Good enough for what we're doing. Same up here. Let's go ahead and add a little texture there. That looks pretty good. Our magical water well there that comes up from nowhere. It's pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just smoothing right now. Just smoothing out some of this. Smoothing out this because it looks terrible. I'll leave some of that bad texture work there for now. So we're kind of getting close to this being done. So we've got our water on 2 levels. We've got a ramp. You're probably doing much better texture work than I am right now. We've got our area right here, and now all we need is a waterfall. And to do that, we are actually going to use a doodad. And hopefully there is a waterfall. Rock waterfall. Waterfall is actually going to be an actual waterfall. Those are annoying to work with. They don't block anything off. I like using the rock waterfall. So let's see what we got here. Which one is that? Ooh, I like that one. So, messing with doodads. To save my sanity, I always do this. I turn off the placement requirements, and I don't use a footprint when I'm using things that require or need to go on walls. I'll go insane if I don't. Because any minute movement will make it not work at all. You get extremely frustrated. Hopefully this stretches well. Alright. So now we're going to size it. Let's give it a X of about 130. Try that out. That looks extremely stretched that way. Let's give it a Y of, let's try 200 first. Ooh, we're gonna have to go much bigger, 400? Will this work? Are we gonna run out of oh, that's definitely not the right way. Well, I am failing at doodad editing here. 300 by, let's go 100. Just need to get it where our water actually touches the ground. This is not cooperating. Cutting into the wall here in an effort to save face on my first tutorial ever. I usually don't do waterfalls that are this high for reasons like this. We need to smooth something. It's looking a lot better. Water kind of hits the right area. You just gotta play with this until you find what you believe looks right. One trick you can use is in the terrain. You can hide terrain. Like that terrain right there that's going over the top. I'm gonna hide it. Hide some of it. Hide too much, it's gonna cut right into that. Just edit, undo. Edit, undo. Undo. Or you can show terrain. You can paint it back on. Let's see what we got here. It doesn't look like it's going to cooperate very well. Well, we'll leave that like that. I'm sure y'all can do a better job. One thing with these waterfalls is the back is always, you can see through it. I usually take a rock and throw it right there behind it, some sort of archway or something. But yeah, this is how you do some custom terrain. Smooth this down a little bit. Smoothing is extremely important in this, obviously. And it may be hard for you at first, but eventually you'll be able to do it fairly naturally. I remember it was frustrating for me. So, let's see, anything else I wanted to go over? Oh yeah, pathing. Since you're not using the cliffs that Blizzard made, or the cliffs that they include, you're going to have to path all this. Otherwise, characters are going to treat this as ground. They'll just walk right over it like it's the ground. So you have to add pathing to all the areas you don't want someone to go. So you'll create your own, little ramp here with pathing. Around the edges, around the bottom, all that stuff. You'll have to path it. I'll probably do a pathing tutorial eventually. I think someone else has probably already done one on sc2mapster.com. Check there. But I'm going to end by showing you one last look at this, and then showing you something you can do with this basic premise. I did this earlier today in about an hour, and we'll just sit here and wait for it to open. There we go. Yeah, I did this right here in an hour. A little bit more impressive. Same techniques that I just used there. Just done a little bit differently. You can see I made my own walkway right here. I've got 3 tiers of water in this particular one. Plenty of doodads. I like to paint with trees. You just hold it down and you paint with them. Cool thing is you can use fire, the fire medium, and the doodads, and find some building. I think I used some kind of structure there, and created little torch holders all the way up to here. I didn't fail so much with the waterfalls there, and you can see how I did the archway. That's an archway right there. It hides, or it attempts to hide the naked back of the waterfalls. Another one right there. It's really weird, but anyways, that's the tutorial. I hope I'm helped some of y'all. I guess leave comments if I was terrible, telling me I'm terrible. So I'll get better. This is my first tutorial, and I hope you learned something and had fun, and we'll be able to use some of this in your maps. Anyways, for sc2mapster.com, I'm Red Fox, and happy mapping, everyone.